put this in your pocket and you will never be out of money again. That exact phrase is what a multi-millionaire named Bob Proctor told me when I was broke. And truthfully, I didn't know if I really believed him. Just write a certain thing on a piece of paper and carry it in your pocket, and you're never going to be without money again. You'll never have to think or worry about money again. Like, it sounded nice, but I honestly didn't really believe him. But he was richer than me, clearly more confident than me, and I had nothing to lose. So I figured I might as well give it a try. Looking back, 10 years later, I can say that if you do this, you will always have an abundance of money, and it will change your entire life. It's one of the easiest and simplest ways to drastically increase the money flow in your life. My name is Jake with jakeducey.com, wishing you a beautiful day. If you are ready to change your life, your family, your friends' lives forever, and step into a level of financial abundance you really never thought was possible, give me a comment down below that says, I'm ready. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, bell notification to get notified for new videos. And if you haven't yet, I have a free financial success hypnosis, MP3. I give it away for free. About 1 million people from all over the world have used it. It's jakeshypnosis.com. Or if you click the description of this video, you'll see it linked in there, or it is pinned as the top comment. It's jakeshypnosis.com. Originally made it for myself, and I went from being a college dropout to publishing books with Penguin Random House, the #1 English publishing company in the world. Started giving it away, and every day I get these epic stories of people like, I just sold a house. I was on market forever. I got 5 job offers, and I don't know which one to take. All these awesome things. You just have to listen to it for 2, 3, 4 minutes a day. You could do it while you're going to bed, when you wake up in the morning. Doesn't really matter. It's free. Check it out, jakeshypnosis.com. Now, what did I write on this piece of paper? And you may be familiar with Bob Proctor. If you are, you can let me know in the comments down below. I love Bob. Now, the first time I ever interacted with Bob, and I was really blessed that about once a month for many years, I had the opportunity to have a coaching call with Bob Proctor. And on our first call, he told me to get an index card like this and to write on that index card 2 things. Now, the index card is double-sided. There's a different statement on each side. On one side, I wrote, I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. You can comment that down below. Money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. And on the other side, you rate your personal goal. So that might be a certain amount of money. If you're in real estate, it might be to sell X amount of homes. If you're a YouTuber, it might be a certain amount of viral videos. If you're a yoga teacher, it might be that your classes are full with 40 students every time. Whatever your specific goal is. Now, I thought it was strange, like, okay, how is this going to make me rich? But Bob explained, if you carry this with you everywhere you go, every single time you have it in your pocket, in your hand, you stick your hand in your pocket to try to find your car keys, but you accidentally grab this, and then that sparks you to subconsciously repeat the statement. Money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. Or your specific objective, your specific goal. Mine that I have written on mine says, I'm so happy and grateful. God blesses my YouTube with constant, unexpected viral videos inspiring millions of people. Now, every time you're holding this in your hand and you touch it, you activate cells in your brain. So what you are doing is repatterning your neural connections in your brain, and you are reprogramming your subconscious mind using autosuggestion. If you think about it, how did you learn your name? You learn your name through repetition. Imagine if when you were 2 years old, your mom and dad said to you, we're only going to tell you this once, so you better remember your name is Bill. You better remember this, we're only going to tell you once your name is Susie. Or if my parents said, listen here, this is important, never forget this, your name is Jake, we're never telling you again. You better learn it. I would have forgot it, like probably the same day. And you probably would have forgot it the same day. How did you learn your name? Your name isn't who you are. So how did you learn this thing that isn't even who you really are? Through repetition, autosuggestion. Jake, Bill. Hey, Bill, don't do that. Hey, Bill, don't stick the fork in your mouth. Bill, Susie, don't put your finger in the electrical socket. Sid, hey, come here, dinner. Jake, Bill, Susie, Frank, come here. Right? We're hearing it all day long. And that suggestion is what allows it to enter the subconscious mind. It's the same reason you make the amount of money you make. Think about that. At the time, I was making under $2,000 a month when I met Bob Proctor. Why did I make that? Because I was repeating all day long, instead of Jake, I was repeating, I'm broke. I only make $2,000 a month. Every time I looked at my bank account, I only had a little bit of money in it. And it was constantly the same suggestion over and over. This is my financial reality. I am struggling. This is what it is. So how do you change that? There's two ways. You either wait for the world to change, you wait for your bank account to change, you wait for random luck to happen, and you stay the same in the process, or you move your attention away from your current financial level and you move your attention on a financial reality that only exists within your consciousness, within your free will, and within your imagination. You move away from your five senses and you actually fixate your consciousness on something that hasn't happened yet, and then you relearn a new financial reality. Your brain does, your subconscious does. So all I did is I started carrying this with me everywhere I went all day long. If I'm on the bike, at the gym, I put it on the display and I say it 1,000 times to myself. If I'm on the Stairmaster, if I'm on a walk, I tape it on my mirror. I hold it in my hand while I'm walking. And if it gets all crumpled up, I just do a new one. And while I'm doing this, I am constantly repeating the phrases that I am conditioning myself. I always say, brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. Think about that. We're all brainwashed. If you make X amount of dollars, that is a level of brainwashing that is reinforced by your attention being focused on your outer environment. So you have to brainwash yourself for financial abundance before the world brainwashes you for financial mediocrity. You can comment that down below. Brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. So the way I did that, I learned this from Bob. He told me to take my goals and desires, record them as a hypnosis, and listen to it 1 to 2 times a day. Originally, I actually created a sleep version, and Bob had me buy a pillow speaker that would play at a subliminal level that was inserted into my pillow. I found that I could just play it out loud and it worked just as well. You can get my free success hypnosis below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. But here's the thing. One thing we gotta get clear. It's not new age. Somebody be like, yeah, well, like, what's a business strategy? Think about it. All day long, we are reinforcing this idea that we make a certain amount of money. So it doesn't matter what coach you have, what business you're in, what education you have. You got the perfect business, the perfect economic conditions. If you are still operating from a paradigm that says, I make $2,000 a month, you will always stay at that level no matter what. It's the same reason that somebody will win the lottery. And what happens? They end up back where they were. They blow all the money, they lose all the money, they make bad investments. Why? Because their paradigm still says, I am broke. You see it with athletes all the time. They make $500 million in their career and they file for bankruptcy 10 years after they retire. How? Because they are carrying the same financial paradigm that was reinforced for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, the same way we learn our name, which is reinforced hundreds or thousands of times a day until it becomes a sense of identity. And your annual income is a self-identity that you can reprogram and that you can rewire. So what I invite you to do is get an index card, a double-sided one, and on one side you're going to write, I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. On the other side, you're going to write your specific goal, whatever that is. Every single day for the next 365 days, carry it with you. Write a new one every time you lose it. When you do it first, write 10 of them. So if you lose one, keep a second one in your wallet so you can just grab a new one. And what I want you to do is an experiment. I had nothing to lose. You may be like me and you're like, will this really work? I didn't believe it, but I had nothing to lose. Well, I went from making under $2,000 a year. I was a millionaire in liquidity by the time I was 25 years old. I didn't change what I did. I didn't get a new business. What I did is I started carrying this with me everywhere I go, saying it thousands of times a day. I started spending 10, 20 minutes a day just literally listening to a success hypnosis that told me I was already rich. And I kept doing the same things I was already doing. Well, did you know I went from self-publishing my first book where no one would publish it to getting a book deal with Penguin Random House, the #1 English publishing company in the world, publishing them into other languages. All of these things started happening for me. The only thing that changed is I quit identifying with Jake, the college dropout who made under $2,000 a month, and I started identifying with Jake, the multimillionaire. And in due time, the outer world changes because your bank account is a mirror of your self-worth and your self-image. And if your self-worth and your self-image changes, your bank account will change through the laws of gestation and incubation, which is to say, when you plant a seed for a tomato in the ground, it doesn't become a tomato plant overnight. When you plant an acorn in the ground, it doesn't become a huge tree overnight. But what it does is set the laws in motion, and in a certain period of time, which is different for every single seed, it eventually bears the fruit of the seed that was promised. And when you do this, and you start planting a new self-image, you are putting a seed of financial prosperity that you will never be broke again. You will never worry about money again, and you will have the amount of money you desire. And what will occur is a new seed will be planted. And in a very quick period of time, faster than you can imagine, you will never think about money again or worry about money again because you will always have money available to you because your self-image about who you are and how much money you can earn shifts. And when that changes, your bank account and your income changes with it. So this is Jake with jakeducey.com. Give this a try. Let me know in the comments down below. I am worthy of financial abundance. I am worthy of financial abundance. If you haven't yet, make sure you get my free financial success hypnosis MP3. It's jakeshypnosis.com, or you can click the link in the description, or it is pinned as the top comment right there down below. If you enjoy this video, send it out into the YouTube universe by hitting the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe and bell notification to get notified for new videos. And you can click right here to watch another one. Have a beautiful day.